I'm James Clark, Vice President of Public Safety and Community Response for the Urban League of Metropolitan St. Louis. I oversee the St. Louis Metropolitan Area Gun Violence De-Escalation Network. With the help of the Regional Business Council, we've successfully de-escalated over 65 conflicts that had a trajectory towards gun violence. With the help of the Regional Business Council, we have been able to hire and train mediators that are out in the neighborhoods 7 days a week looking for conflicts. We then work with the families to de-escalate the conflicts within 72 hours. You're about to hear from individuals whose families were impacted, and we were able to successfully de-escalate the conflict, keep the family intact, and now their horizon is better. We want to thank the Regional Business Council for the vision, for understanding the need to have such an effective model active in the St. Louis metropolitan area. Thank you very much.
Well, my brother, Jerez, he was involved in a situation with a group of guys. It was over a girl that he was dating. She was upset about some things that they had going on, and she got her family involved, and they went over and shot his house up and burned it down. Mr. Clark really did a good job in making him feel comfortable. He was like, I can send unmarked cars to you, because the point is to get you to safety. They looked like police officers, but they didn't have on the uniform. And they escorted us to the Urban League building. They were asking my brother questions, and they were like, okay, well, let's talk to the guys. Let's talk to them right now.
Right.
And find out how we can resolve it. And Mr. Clark was like, don't worry, we'll put you guys away in a hotel. He worked with my brother's probation officer to get him sent to another state.
Right. We need a mediator.
Yeah.
We need somebody in between to reach out to people. The Urban League people, they have a staff, and they were able to work and talk to people to de-escalate what was going on. And that's what this program is about. It works.
And Mr. Clark stays in touch with him.
Yes.
He's just like that big brother. I call him the League Angels.
The League Angels.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was out there in the streets, and he was getting in a lot of trouble. And he was already on probation for a charge as a teen.
I'd say just being in the streets, the people that you associate with, and then, like I said, being a felon, it's hard to get a job. It's hard to find somewhere to get a place to stay in your own name, so that was like the main thing that kind of hindered me into even being in the streets more.
He was shot, and they riddled his car with bullets. Okay, I'm gonna lose my child. I'm gonna lose my only son if we don't do anything. And Regina, my wife, she reached out to Mr. Clark in the Urban League to see if they could help us get him out of town. She knew about the program, and she thought they might be able to help us. It's not an easy process to transfer your probation to another place. So we were able to get that done, and that basically really saved his life.
They end up helping me get out of St. Louis. I actually moved to Atlanta, Georgia. Just end up getting everything together and trying to figure out what I wanted to do once all this stuff was behind me. Of course, I wanted to come back to St. Louis, so I ended up coming back, just starting me a business, and that's a lawn and landscaping business. I had $0 and I didn't have a car or nothing, but now I own a successful business. I have multiple cars, trucks, we got contracts, and we doing good. It's all about who you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the Urban League for even helping me reach that, because if it wasn't for them, ain't no telling where I'd be.
I'm just really happy that he's back home and he's progressing in his life, and that's the most important thing for me.
I'm Tydrell Stevens, Regional Director of Save Our Sons and Sisters of the Urban League of Metropolitan St. Louis. We're designed to teach life skills and soft skills, remove barriers, and place individuals in gainful employment. Since our inception, we have placed over 3,000 individuals into new careers, and what you're about to hear today is stories in the lives of some of the men that we serve at Save Our Sons and Sisters.
I was serving 30 years in the federal penitentiary. When clemency came along and Obama called me on that phone from Washington, D.C., my mind was blown. He said, "Do you accept this clemency?" I said, yeah, I do. So they released me from federal penitentiary early. When I touched the streets, I seen people change, people looking old. I seen some type of drug took over when I got out after serving 17 years. And I said, I couldn't be one of those persons on the street. And I didn't know what to do. So one day I was going to look for a job and it said Urban League Save Our Sons. I walked in there and I met this guy, Tydrell. He was amazed. He said, "Man, I'm gonna help you. You know, just come to class. Just come here every day, you know, and we'll try to get you interviews at jobs." MoDOT and Urban League combined together. You know, they did a perfect job. You know, they got people jobs, you know what I'm saying? People with felonies, you know, prior records, you know what I'm saying? I had that, you know. I'm one of them guys that succeeded. I've been at MoDOT for 4 years now. Thanks to Obama, Urban League, MoDOT, my success coming true.
I was already established. I was already working. I had 16 and a half years of experience in construction work. My problem is I had a bad looking resume. And this is what prompted me to go to the Urban League. I was looking for someone to come in and help me with this resume. I came right in on a program called the SOS, Save Our Sons. And as I come to the program, I come in and I started getting help from these guys, and come to find out that they give you suits and that they, help you with your resumes, and that they even help you find jobs. As I got my resume together, as soon as I put a job application in, boom, I got hit. Right then, it gave me everything I needed to have that boost to come in and say, I could do this. You know what I'm saying? I'll put on this suit and I'll go in there and I'll get that job. And you know what I'm saying? I had that confidence level built from this program. I was hired on at MoDOT, Department of Transportations. I became a auger truck operator, working the machinery, the operation of the booming, the picking up. I mastered these things now. I'm thankful for the help that I got from the SOS program through Urban League, and it was just an awesome experience.
I worked as wastewater management, I'm gonna say technician for Aramark. And I was like, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. This is not what I've been doing for the past 20-some years. I've always been involved in information technology, so when I get back into it. So I called Tydrell up. And I said, Tydrell, I need help. He said, come on down to my office, my brother. He said, what do you want to do? We got this, we got that, with that. I said, well, I want to do cybersecurity. He said, brother, we got a program for you. It's called We Cyber Up. We just had a meeting about it. You know, you'll be a perfect fit. And he said, you know what else we're going to do, my brother? Since you want to be in information technology and cybersecurity, we're going to hook you up with worldwide technology, be an Aerotech, get your foot in the door, see what happens. You know, and what happened is, I ended up working for Worldwide Technology via Aerotech, started off as a laboratory technician, and then got catapulted to doing server racks. So when I started doing the server racks, they said, well, hey, you're doing everything well, you're uncrating, you're building, you're cabling. It's time for you to start going configuring and doing networking. I said, okay, this is what I wanted to do. Everything's going well, all due to the fact that when I cried out for help, guess who was there to help me? Yes, kudos to Saving Our Sons, Urban League, and the Regional Business Council.